Hey guys, welcome back. My name's Stu, and this is Electric Fields for Rollercoaster Tycoon Classic. You have inherited a small farm, and your challenge is to build a small theme park amongst the fields and farm buildings. Your objective to have at least 700 guests in your park at the end of October year 2, with a park rating of at least 600. So quite a big park then. Nice, easy goal. There's absolutely no way we're going to fail this one unless I do something really, really stupid. Okay, so we've got free entry. We've got a lot of weird paths, I will say that. And we've got a boat just down there. We'll probably keep that, just add a track to it or something. I think I am going to delete some of the pathing. I'll keep it roughly where it is, but I am going to delete it. We don't need it to be, 4 tiles wide. Let's have a look, see what we got. We've got a train. So that'd be pretty cool if we put one around the park. Sort of fairly keeping with the theme, the style, I suppose, a sort of a farm themed park. A lot of gentle rides. Not a bad selection of coasters to begin with. Some thrill rides, a couple of water rides, and a very good selection of shops. So I think for what must be the first time in ages, we're not researching shops straight away. We will research. Oops, I said it. I'm so used to doing it. So we will research thrill rides instead. So I think what I'm going to do, tidy up the palm and do what I said I'll do to the boat. Add down kiosks, toilets on major junctions and things like that. And yeah, see how we go. April year 1. So we've made some good progress quite quickly. So we've done a nice path loop all around the park, adjusted some of the paths as well. We've put down a maze there. I was going to put one down quite small, but I remembered then, I remembered it, so it flashed up. I've got that 9x9 one I did on a playthrough a while back. There was, I can't remember the name of the scenario, but there was a 9x9 maze. And rather than getting rid of it, what I did was I just replaced it with one that's just a continuous line all the way from the entrance to the exit. So you get exactly the same excitement rating and all that, but it just means that guests, they can't get lost in it. They will just continue walking from start to finish. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, so I think then I'm liking the way we've started. I like the layout. I think I will do that thing with the train. We've got a huge lawn that we can take out. So I think I'll put a train around the outside, and then I'll carry on with putting down flat rides and things like that. What did I say? What did I say? Unless I do something really, really stupid. So I've gone and done something really, really stupid. We've won a negative award as well. So that's going to give us a nerf of 25% on the guest generation. So after researching thrill rides, there wasn't much to come out. Where is it? There you go. I put my research into water rides, just for a change. I think we already had the long flume unlocked to begin with, but whatever. So I put this down that I had, again, a design I had saved, but I think there was a bit of a problem with the fences that were already there, and then I joined it up and I forgot to actually have an exit. So I'm gonna do that now, and then we can come back and wrap up the year. October year 1, just under 500 guests in the park. The ratings back up to where it should be. We've got the red arrow because so many guests have just left. And coming into the station now is Jimmy. So we've got Tommy, Train, and Pals going all the way around. So we've got, oh, there you go. Just leaving now is Percival. So we've got Tommy, Percival, and Jimmy. Any similarity between any other train franchise is completely coincidental. Pirate ship just down there. Some bridges decorated. We've got a launch tower just there. Scarecrow. Should that be one word? I'll have a look. And then it comes back up. So I've rejigged the train slightly just so I could get the pathing in. I think that looks pretty cool. And then we've got the log flume called Flume in Heck. So I can't remember if I built it as part of a project that I never got around to doing, or whether I did it in a previous scenario. But it's pretty cool anyway. It's Mobius. So it's got decent stats because it's quite compact. So because it shares some of the things, it shares the drops and things like that. So whereas one side of it ordinarily might not get the good stats because there's two of them, it all works out good in the end. Kiosks, toilets on major junctions and corners. Got some food stalls down, some seating areas. Dodgems there. Got the maze, that's pretty cool. The boats, what did I do? I added a track. I moved the station slightly and brought the paths just over. Guests aren't loving it at all. Yeah, doesn't mean the stats aren't bad. You know, it's only £1. And then we've got the vintage cars just here. So I've split the station to aid with throughput. And let's have a look. Decent stats there. I think the stats were a bit lower, so I added some extra track just down in this corner, and then because it looked a bit weird, I just put a building around it just to hide that and make it not look so weird. Yeah, Percival going past there, Tootin. Cool. Yeah, so I'm enjoying this so far. We're researching roller coasters now because we've unlocked all the water rides. So there was only really that to come out. Yeah, so I think what we'll do now, because we're right up, we've got £25,000 loan out, so we need some sort of profit coaster in order to generate big bucks so we can continue building the park. October year 2, 1,000 guests in the park, so we've smashed the goal. That was never going to be a problem, not even with my idiotic placement of the log flume. So just down here then, we've got a twist just there. We've got a mini coaster here called Barn Bangers. Decent stats on that. And I mean, 4's fine. Like I say, my rule of fives. If you can build a roller coaster in 5 minutes that with roughly 5 excitement that you can then charge £5 for, you know, you're onto a winner. You can't go wrong if you do that. So it comes up, drops down, like slow bend around, another little dip, and then back to the station, a little brake run underneath that little barn area here, and then around this little silo and back to the station. Pretty cool. I've changed the texture of the maze, so it's now called Corn Maze. Give it like I know it's fencing, but it gives it like a cone effect on that. We've got a Ferris wheel and a circus up there. Got a haunted house there. That's the farmhouse. Coming around, we've seen that. And then we've got the first profit coaster that I built. It's called Floop. It just stands for Farm Loop. There you go, decent excitement. So yeah, it just boosts you out into the loops photo section and back. No? Come on, there's Percival. No? Okay, it doesn't want to go. Maybe it's shy. And then over here, then we got in John Deere again to make us a roller coaster. I have used them in the past, long time ago. We used them on a similar map, farming themed map. Yeah, I can't remember. It was a custom scenario. I can't remember who made it, but it was fun to play. Yeah, so decent stats there. It's called crop rotation because of all the corkscrews that we've got on it. Yeah, nice interactions with the pirate ship and itself as well. You know, the way it goes over the station, over the path, back over the station, etc. It's pretty cool. Yeah, so we're about to pass the goal. There you go. Great timing. Where should we focus on? Where should we focus on? There. Cool. Stew. Yeah. So we've passed the goal, but we've got such a huge map, and it's still so empty. I remember Future World. That one was terrible. Anyway, so yeah, it's still so empty. Why don't we continue playing, filling it up, putting in some better coasters? Now we've got some cool cash. Oh, I did forget. I'm going to say her name is Marije. Commented about paying back the loan, how it feels so good. So I've done that. That's for you. Yeah, so I'm going to carry on playing. I'll see you soon.
October year 4,
just over 1,300 guests in that park, which doesn't matter since we have beaten a goal. But it does give you an eye for the amount of guests you would have in a park with this many rides. So we've renamed Tommy and Friends to the Electric Express after a cease and desist letter from the IP holders of another train-based show. So we come out. I think we've already seen the corkscrew just there. I've added tons of trees. So after building more rides, what I did was I exported the file into OpenRCT, the legacy version that'll pop up on screen now to tell you which one it is, and then brought it back in for Classic. I just used that because it's easier to spam trees on that. And have I overdone it? In places, probably. I have also been round and looked at the rides in different angles to see if I need to delete some of the trees, if there's too many, which there probably is still too many, but it's not as much as it was. So what I'm looking at is the sort of angles I'm going to be doing on the outdoor video, and our trees getting in the way of any shots I'd like to do. So yeah, so what have we done? We've added a wooden coaster, as you can see now. So it's called the Green Giant. Ho ho ho. So I think it's worked out okay. I'm in an RM for quite a bit about where to put it because I didn't want to put it. It needed to go pretty much in the middle. That's all I had around here somewhere. It's all I had really space-wise to put it without moving something else. I think in hindsight, I would have moved this log flume would have probably gone up here somewhere, and then I could have put the station there. So in order to get the chain lift, like one of the longest places for the chain lift, would be either here, which doesn't really work out along the back there, over here, which I couldn't really see it, or this part here. So I had to have it going underneath. I've covered it in so many trees. It's really hard to see. So underneath this little bridge bit by here, it comes out and then runs, and then it's able to run adjacent to the train line around the back, and then it can drop down a little turnaround. Had to rejig the powered mine train by here because it didn't quite, this corner here didn't quite look right with the supports. And then it comes back, a few twists and turns, and then a splashdown just down by here, and then back a little bridge as well for the monster trucks, which we've got there, quad bikes, which all farms seem to have these days. Look at the stats on this. Fantastic stats. I have got the prices down quite low. Most of the rides, the flat rides and things are either free or £1, and I've put most of the courses down to £1, just so that when we do the video, the rides should be nice and full. Yeah, because this corkscrew was pretty much empty. It's broken down at the moment. I've hired, and that one is, I've hired some more mechanics, but they just haven't got to work quite yet. So the mine train coaster with all the scenery spam, I mean, that's decent excitement on it. It's just a shame the throughput on them is so low, but because they do have really good excitement on them. Yeah, so all in all, I think the park doesn't look too bad. I think it looks all right. I think with the trees, yes, in places there's too many, but it looks better than it did when there wasn't any or very few trees. So yeah, we have let it go back to nature. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. I quite like the way the park's turned out. I mean, after the way Pacific Pyramids turned out, I didn't like that. So I spent a bit more effort on the following video and then this one as well. I think this one, because there are going to be some videos coming up where the parks just don't look great, you know. I haven't made them yet. That's not sort of foreshadowing. It's just the fact that I know we've got Barony Bridge coming up, and that's going to be difficult to make that look good. So yeah, if I can spend a bit more time on some of the parks when we've got it to make them look better, then I think I should, just to sort of tide us over for when we can't. So yeah, so that was Electric Fields then. It was never going to trouble us with the goal, even though I did cause that peep trap and muck up. which caused us a bit of a blip, but we were fine in the end. Yes, so this was Electric Fields. I've been Stu. If you enjoyed the video and you want to see more, please like and subscribe. Dropping a like and a comment really does help a little channel like mine. I will see you on the next one. Bye for now.